So, and I was thinking about why, because I work hard, because I'm just like hauling lumber. I got his back. Like, it's like that's usually what gives people that bond. Whereas then later, if you find out you have political differences, it's not a big deal because you have this foundation of bond through work, like honor culture.
That makes a lot of sense. It does. You got to kind of earn respect.
Yeah.
You got to kind of earn that. And I think that's a great thing. Like, but like politics is this, again, I've been in the workforce since, 97. So I've seen a lot of shit. I've been in corporate America. I've owned my own businesses. I've done it all, but it never bled over. I couldn't tell you how one person voted when I worked at American Media between 99 and 2004. I have no fucking idea how those people voted. I have no idea. We never talked about it. We talk about sports. We talk about family.
It wasn't bad back then either. I did a Volkswagen commercial where I was on the street asking if someone was going to vote for Obama or Romney or something. I don't even remember, but it was like no one cared. It was like not like it is now.
You're right. What do you think caused that?
Obama.
Fair answer.
I think his whole thing was race baiting. Like his whole thing was like, was to use his race to get people to do all that shit, like all that communist shit. I think that era really electrified it,
The 90s were amazing. Yeah. Oh my God. The 90s were so good. I don't think people understand how awesome the 90s were. Like, especially in California, it was the best. It was low cost of living, plenty of opportunity. And then in 96, I think it was 94 or 96, that's when Pete Wilson lost because of Proposition 187. And I'm like, and that's when it went to shit because the Latin vote used to be all Republican because abortion, Catholics, believe it or not, guys, I know we've said shit about Catholics. Catholics are not a fan of killing babies. They just don't like it. I don't know why.
People, That's because the priest.
Oh God, Alan! Really?
Oh my!
Really? Well, there goes our Catholic viewership.
I grew up Catholic. They can come at me all they want. Like,
no, and a lot of Catholics like being made fun of. It's like kind of like the culture is you just talk shit.
Well, yeah, and then you just go and repent on Sunday.
Yeah.
Look at the Pope. Look at the Pope. If you can't make fun of what that motherfucker wears, that gay ass fucking like Liberace shit.
Yeah, he's got a dick on his head. Yeah.
He's got a dick on his head. Like, I mean, like, if you can't make fun of that shit, I don't care. Fuck you, motherfuckers. If you can't take me saying that the Pope looks like a pedophile because he has a dick on his head, I don't give a shit.
So the only one who get away with dicks on their bodies is Brock Lesnar. He gets literally a phallic shape pointing to his mouth, and you can't say anything to him because he will destroy you. Like no one can say.
I'm going to say for the record, in case I ever do bump into him in real life, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's what that looked like.
Oh God, that guy would destroy anybody. Like what a monster.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh my God. Yeah, but the Pope isn't Brock Lesnar is where I was going.
It's true. I think he's like a pimp. He's got his robe. He gets 10%. He's got a gold chain, rings. You got to kiss the ring,
bitches.
Yeah, they literally call it Pope. Popa means daddy. It's like, hey, daddy.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's so
we're talking about 90s vibes in California, Mark. And like, I just think I've said Obama is one of the worst presidents, if not the worst. Like the reigniting like the race war in America. Like he did that on purpose. And I think in the 90s, we were talking with Jason Whitlock last week. Like, it just wasn't like that. There wasn't this, like, animus that wasn't in the cultural vibe. And I wish that we could get back to that. That would be very nice.
Yeah, and he did Smith-Mundt Act where you can, like, do completely fake news stories and shit. Like, yeah, Obama did a lot of really horrible cultural things. And at the time, in 2008, I thought he was going to, like, help race relations or some shit, and it's like.
Everybody did.
Yeah, and it was just the exact opposite because he always does rhetorical questions like, how hard is it to just not, be a racist? That's not a claim. You can't like sue him. It's like saying questions. Yeah, he's like, I got a wife. She's got a big old cock. That's how you know he's a fabrication. He talks like he's from Iowa. He's like, so here I am. My name's Barack Obama. This is how you talk when you're trying to make people think that you're from a farm. He's from Hawaii. So he's gotten speech class. He's gotten like coached to talk a way to get people to like him, which makes him deceptive.
No, he literally followed around this actor that was in one of the new Supermans. He played a general. Like, this guy came out and was like, yeah, Obama patterned his speech pattern after me. Like, it's crazy. He literally was trained to try and talk like this trained actor, to try and sound like he has gravitas. Like,
you sound like you've seen stuff and you can stand firm. You're one of those guys that just knows about what snakes not to touch. You know, it's bullshit. He's just this crazy homo too, allegedly.
Oh, yeah. Luke,
I heard he was with Jennifer Aniston. Did you see that one?
Really?
PR for sure. I was at Luke Redkowski's house. He has a big sign that says the guy who smoked crack with Obama, like, was signed by the guy. You know, the guy that
Sinclair. Yeah, his name was Larry Sinclair.
Yeah.
And Obama and him did very gay things together, allegedly.
Like, yeah, so I smoked some crack, sucked some cock. That's what I did. I sipped on a spirit. Me and Larry sipped on spirit.
When is this going to be allowed on SNL? That's what I want to know. That's you know, all the right wingers out there doing stuff. It's incredible. There's no like SNL with like Owen Benjamin and Sam Hyde and Toby Turner, like the actual funny people. Like, it's incredible that we still haven't built anything like that.
Yeah, too many. I think it threatens a lot of because you got to, as we talked about in the very beginning, it has to be true to be funny, and too many people are not accepting of that yet. They will, though. You know, if there's enough economic squeezing, like, lies will get you killed.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna build. We're gonna get there. And you know, Owen, I've been trying to tell you for like months and months. You always ask, like, hey, what are the good shows? Because, you know, all the TV shows these days are pretty disgusting. So you have to like mine for the gold. You got to really search for it. You ask all the time, what are the good shows? I have tried to tell you like 5 times. The best TV show ever from the 90s, the show called Nero Wolf. It's a detective show. I know you're a detective.
Nero Wolf.
Nero Wolf. He's a detective. And in the very first episode, the bad guy is the FBI. So I know you'll like this, and everybody watching at home, you can watch it on YouTube for free. Nero Wolf from the 90s. The first episode is called The Doorbell Rang. And it's like, I just want people to tap into good consciousness. You know, whether that's books or TV or whatever. It's like, we're in a cultural drought, and people got to find the gold from the 90s, or the rare people on social media like Owen that are authentic, to like have some soul.
I agree.
No, we definitely need that. Oh, well, I guess we're at our time, guys. I looked down. Holy shit. Well, dude, we appreciate you being on. So how can people support you and spend money with you? And because, again, the more money people spend with you, the more likely we are to have awesome guests.
That's true.
So where can they buy your stuff and follow you and all that good stuff?
Well, owenbenjamin.com. My last special is called Must Be Nice. You can buy it there. Totally independent. Shot at Bertaria. Looks really solid. And then you can join the social media app, which is Bertaria Times, wherever you get your apps. It's just $15 for the whole year. So that's pretty solid.
Wow.
And then, you can write letters or anything at P.O. Box 490, Sandpoint, Idaho, 83864. And I'm at Owen Benjamin on Twitter. So I'm there a lot too. So check that out. I live stream every day on Rumble. So Owen Benjamin, one word. If you search it, I'm there.
That's awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, I'm like tired from laughing. That's how bad this is.
Yeah, that's why it's all about laughing. Yeah, laughter is good for people too. It's good for people's morale. It's good for their health. You know.
Oh, absolutely. It actually increases your lifespan. That's actually data on that. Believe it or not. Happy people live longer.
True story. Boost morale. It was great.